Hey guys! So today's video is going to be a hair curling tutorial. I do have my AC on. I'm sorry, it's hot out today. And yeah, so I will do some commentary while I'm actually doing it, obviously, so you guys can see, and then I'll fast forward some parts just because it's basically the same thing everywhere. I kind of already started. I was like, wow, I should do a tutorial on this because everybody asks me how I get my hair so perfectly curled or close to perfectly curled. And I try to explain it. It's kind of hard if I'm not actually doing it. So here I go. I basically just part kind of like ½ an inch above my ear. My ear stops here, parting it here. You part it all the way around. I normally just kind of swirl it into my finger and put it right on top of my head, as you can see, and just clip it. I then separate my hair to 2 different sides. So that one's already done. I normally take it all in my hand. Normally get, I don't know, like ½ an inch, decent amount. I then I have the Conair 1 1/4 inch straightener. It's awesome because it sets to 25, that's the level, and I always set it to 25. And then there's the power, and then just kind of like the turbo on, which is this one. So I take it, and what I normally do is start at the top, bring it about halfway down, as you can see, roll it once, bring it down, roll it again, bring it down until the tip of my hair is inside the barrel, and then I roll it all the way up, let it sit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm just gonna let it go, and that's what it ends up looking like. I know that I was actually watching Loie Lane, and she was doing her tutorial on how to curl her hair, and what she does is she does 2 away, 1 in, but I just do it, if it's on this side, I curl it, I don't know, into my face, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna keep on doing this side.
If I had it my way, I would take you down. If I had it my way, I would turn you out.
So next I am going to take it to the next side. Grab my piece of hair. This time, instead of holding it with my thumb like I was on the other side, I hold this one with my finger, put the clamp on the front, and then I roll it backwards. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact way that I do on this side. I'm pretty sure it is, because it does curl the same way. It's just a different rotation because it's on an opposite side.
And if my body had a say, I would come again. Scared of what I might say, 'cause I'm at the edge. And our eyes are crossed and paths across the room.
Just a side note, I do try to get it as close to my head as possible, but obviously you do not want to burn yourself in the process. So, like I said, clamp it in the middle, bring it, see how that is flying out? Now it's all the way in the barrel, as close to my head as possible without burning myself. And then I let it go. And now for here, I don't do hairspray in between each layer that I am curling. I just let it go backwards, take the mop on the top of my head, and then I normally just do kind of almost where your forehead starts to point out a little bit. See, I just wrap it around my fingers like this. It's in a nice little bun, and then it's out of the way. And then separate it again, normally brush it out. And before I started from the front to the back, when I start doing the middle, I go from the back to the front. Do the same thing, start at the top, slide it down halfway, and start rolling the curling iron up until it gets the very end of your hair. Then you roll it all the way up to your skull. And this makes it so that way it gets pretty much all of your hair. When you start in the middle and you keep rolling it up, it heats it in stages instead of trying to layer cold hair or regular temperature hair onto each other, not being able to get all of the hair with the heat that it needs to curl.
There's only one thing left for us to do. You can touch me with slow hands. Speed it up, baby, make me sweat.
This part it's kind of hard sometimes because I do have these little baby hairs. I do just try to gather it all up, and then eventually it just gets mixed in with the other hairs. Although sometimes they do get a little loose here on the barrel. But because you do start so far up, like with all the other ones, it does get that little baby hair in the curl as well. And just to let you guys know, I did start off with the Tresemme Thermal Creations. This protects against heat damage. This is what it looks like. It has a nice little squirt. It smells really good too, almost as if it's kind of like a perfume or something. I'm actually bad with it. I don't use it as often as I should, but after I saw Loie Lane use her heat protector and she mentioned how it's really good for your hair and it doesn't let the heat break your hair up, I want to start using it more. I actually am almost down of the heat protectant, so I need to go out and buy some more.
There's only one thing left for us to do. You can touch me with slow hands. Speed it up, baby, make me sweat. Dreamland, take me there, cause I want your sex. If my body had a say, I wouldn't turn away. Touch, make love, taste you. If my body told the truth, baby, I would do just what I want to.
Gonna let it down. Part it to where I normally part it, which clearly my hair is not falling that way. There we go. I always part my hair right to left, just because I do have this cowlick here, so it does kind of let my hair flow. And then again, I'm just going to separate it from the curled hair, brush it out, and then do back to front like I did with the middle section. Now, because I have such pretty thin hair, it might take someone with thicker hair a little longer. See, this is something that happens. It doesn't stay in the barrel, but I let it sit there and heat because it still curls. It just takes too much time if you just curl it over and over again when it still heats up, if it's a little loose on the barrel. But as I was saying before, it might be a little bit more difficult and you might need some more layers if you have thicker hair, or less layers if you have thinner hair. But I do 3 just because it gets the bottom hair prepped and curled as a base, and then the middle and the top hair is what really makes the volume, because you're going further up. Now, sometimes I'll have this much hair left in the front. Sometimes I will separate it to give it more curl, but because it is the summer and I'm just kind of trying to go for a natural look, I'm taking that whole part of hair and curling it all together. And this part I like to let it set a little further down on my hair because I don't want it curled right in my face. And that way it kind of goes behind some of the other curls that are already there.
My mind's getting in the way, can't feel what my body say. I'ma tell you anyway, I'ma tell you anyway. My mind's getting in the way, can't feel what my body say. I'ma show you anyway.
Oh, so apparently my curling iron shut off. Whoops. I was like, why isn't this curl curling like the other ones? Now for this side, because this is the thinner side of my hair, I have more on this side because I part it on one side to the other. I will separate this last bunch of hair just to give this side a little bit more volume. And then this one I'm going to do the same trick. Just let it set a little further back than normal. And I almost hold it back so it trains my hair to go backwards a little bit more out of my face. I use the Aussie Awesome Volume Hairspray Finish. It's at maximum hold. This is what it looks like. It smells really good. I'm a really big person of scents. If it smells weird, I don't like it on my face, I don't like it on my body, I don't like it on my hair. And so that is why I normally have very yummy smelling products. I then normally just like to wring my fingers in the curls so they break up a little bit more. I hold my hairspray pretty far away. Get on the inside, do the same thing to the other side, just wipe my hair through it. Sometimes if I have some hair sticking up, I just like to use my hand and press it down a little bit. And then I flip it to the back and get the back side. And then I just kind of like to shake it out again just because once the hairspray sets, I'm really not one of those people that like the hard curl feel. I like to make sure that I do have hairspray in my hair to keep the curls for as long as possible, but I like to run my hands through it and make it not feel like it's fake and very hard. I like it very natural feeling and it smells so good. So that is what my hair looks like. Very natural and just wavy. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little hair tutorial. Now you all know how I get my hair this voluptuous and curly. Some days it holds better than the others. I normally like to curl my hair when I shower at night and I wake up and it's dry but it's very wavy. I have very natural wave, but sometimes when I brush it out it'll be so puffy that I just like to throw a curling iron in it real quick just to give it some sort of not fluffy feeling, and it doesn't take that long. But yeah, so give this a thumbs up. Let me know if you'd like to see any more tutorials. Comment down below what favorite nice smelling hair products you guys use. I'd love to hear what you guys use for products. I'm always willing to try more. But subscribe to my page so you guys can see the upcoming videos that are on their way. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
There's only one thing left for us to do.